What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Bullets, Barbells, and Barbecue. I'm your host, Brett. Chris is not here today. I got Matt Double Deuce, and I got Tanner the Head. We got our show partners, Elite Nutrition Omaha. Check them out at elitenutritionomaha.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. Or go to the store and yell B3.
Get a free shaker.
We also have Rosewood Block. They make the best cutting boards and barbecue. Fully customizable. Check them out at rosewoodblock.com. Use code B3 at checkout there as well. We also would love it if you guys would like, subscribe, share, follow. We're on all audio platforms.
Download
the auto downloads on those. We're also on the YouTubes if you want to look at our pretty faces. And because, you know, the goal is to be a little less shitty every day. So we haven't done check-ins for a couple of weeks because Tanner really gave up on everything, so he didn't have a lot to say.
Fucking quitter.
Yeah.
No, I completed my task.
Oh, so you just gave up? You don't have any other tasks going?
I'm on a different task. We've talked about that. We actually built my program on this fucking podcast.
We were talking about that, and so what we
At the company meeting we had without him.
Yeah, the company. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were talking, we were like, you're like, what should I do? I'm thinking about doing heavy. We're like, yeah, heavy this, but like, you know, more volume for here. And you're like, cool.
it.
I'm gonna do less than do sub 5 reps for everything.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I just
cool
went all,
collab.
I went all in. You guys were kind of half-assing the strength stuff. I said, fuck it. Pushing these chips in. Well, you know what? You know how you get stronger in accessories? By doing heavy accessories.
How's it going? Are you getting stronger?
Like I told you the other day, I am working at my higher, like 90, 95%. I feel way better at. I think I'm beating myself up too much to go to max out right now.
It's weird.
But I think of like you and I had this conversation. You know, he's acting like we don't talk about this shit.
No, we did, but I was
Yeah.
like, well, because it's also like, well, you're just going to do what you're going to do. So,
Well, yeah.
because what did I say about your accessories?
You said I should only do 3s to 5s. That's what you said off camera.
I did not say that.
You're like, that's a great fucking
I said,
idea.
didn't we talk about
That's
doing?
the notes I got.
He's like, why didn't I think about that? That's what he said to me.
I feel like I said, didn't we talk about doing 8s and 10s? He's like, yeah, but I'm just going to do 3 5s on everything.
Yeah, it's working out well.
But it's not because you can't go to 100%.
No, I've hit my 100%, but like I feel like when I take my week, when I take my like down week before, I think I'm going to see some progress. I feel stronger in all my movements, and I actually started squatting again.
Why?
I know because my knee. Well, I'm trying to get. I told Tom. He's like you really can't out train like bone on bone. I said, but I'm trying to train knowing the pain. Like if I know the pain and the pain, like I just get used to the pain.
Yeah,
Then I think I'll be okay. Maybe I just grind those bones off and they don't touch anymore.
that's fine.
I don't think that's how that works, but your leg will just get shorter.
Yeah. Well, I'll wait for my knee. Wait for a couple knees. Can you do 2 knees at a time?
Yeah, you can. It's not advised.
Oh.
Yeah, Matt did it on accident.
You did both knees at the same time. Like do you have knee replacements?
I didn't have knee replacements.
Oh no, can you do 2 knee replacements
Yeah.
at the same time?
You can. Again, it's not advised.
Why?
Yeah.
Seems like it takes half
Well,
the
your
time.
recovery is.
Yeah, the rehab becomes that much more challenging because you don't have like a stable leg to walk out. Like when you do your knee replacement, you go to the recovery room, then you go. Maybe you're there for an hour or two, but then you're up and walking.
Yeah.
And it's
So
like
can you not do it with you?
I mean, you can,
Okay.
but
You could probably be on one of those treadmills like dogs where they hold their whole body up.
so that was one of the rehab tools I got to use. It's like you step into this air
Diaper?
bag this diaper thing they put you around and they fill it with air and they can adjust like how much weight is down. So I like sat in this air filled diaper and like walked on a treadmill when I was first like got to take the braces off and actually do something.
That's freaking sweet.
It was super cool.
Did you feel like Forrest Gump?
No, it was really, really weird. It was like walking
On cloud.
I don't know, like if you sit on an airplane for a long, long time and not like your legs fall asleep, but they just become like stiff and they don't want to move. Like that's what it felt like trying to walk every time. I'm like, this is weird. Like the knees would bend and my ankles were bending out of rhythm with my knees because like they just hadn't worked together for so long. So it was really weird, but it was super cool. And there's like a camera that looks down from the front and I think from the side, so they can like see your gait and see your footpath and stuff.
So, yes, I've been lifting heavy, doing different bars. I actually, I think I'm going to do some maybe like simple strength or conjugate, something conjugate
Yeah.
next.
When does this travesty end?
This one,
Yeah.
I think I'm like 2 weeks.
So how many weeks is that total then?
It'll be 8 and then a down week and then
Then max out.
max out.
What are you going to max out on? Just
I'm gonna have to, just to let you know, I'm gonna have 2 goals, 2 things completed by the time Matt gets done with one. So I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, he's got you there.
Valid.
But Matt, well, he did 2 things, but he did a 41-hour fast yesterday.
Well, it had to be 2 days. Couldn't it just be yesterday?
Well, it ended yesterday.
It actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Like the first day, like we think we've talked about before.
Yeah.
24-hour fast is like, meh. Okay. Plus I was flying back, and like I got up the next day and I was just like, not really all that hungry. I'm just gonna see how long I can go. And then I came here and Brett's like, brisket. I'm like, yep.
So 41 it was.
Well, he goes, I'm going to look at your facial expression to see how good this turned out before I end this fast. And it turned out good. We did D&D beef, got a brisket from them, which, they say don't change multiple things at one time to see what results are, but I went ahead and did that.
Change your brisket and change your smoker.
And the speed. So we did the drum smoker we got from Helping You Barbecue. It's a Gateway drum smoker, which is pretty awesome. And I think for ease of management and setup of it, totally worth the price.
That was pretty legit.
Yeah, it was like $1,000 because I got the flat black one. The gloss ones are a little more. And I put it on at 8:30, and I ran it about 300 to 315-ish. It was kind of cruising around there. And I just used lump charcoal and hickory wood. And I did have a water pan, so I ordered another rack so I could put a water pan underneath of it. It would kind of deflect some of the heat directly onto the meat. And I took it off at 12:30 and let it rest, and then we sliced it at like 1:15, something like that, 120. Pretty solid. So I'll give it to D&D Beef. She said their briskets were good.
There you go.
And their prices aren't bad on them. I don't know if they always are. I don't know. So, but that one was under $100 for that brisket.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Like it,
yeah, and that was just a quick season. Didn't do anything crazy.
especially considering how fast it was done.
Yeah, I do think I would take that up a higher temperature. We took it to 205, and it felt fairly tender. But I think if we went to like 210, because you're going so fast, which I think I've heard that somewhere too, it probably would have been rendered down a little more even.
So if you are going hot and fast, you need to run it a little higher.
Yeah, I think the internal
temp.
temperature of the meat just to help break it down a little bit because you're moving it so fast.
Yeah.
And then once I got to 170, I wrapped it in paper and put it back on there. And shout out to like the Reynolds paper. Dude, I bought the Reynolds butcher paper, and it's got like a little cutter thing in it. You don't have to like try to tear it like foil. It has like a little slider thing. It just cuts it.
Wow.
I still probably have like a third of a roll.
At home I have the big roller thing, which is nice because you can just like rip it off like you see at barbecue places. That's what I have at home. But for here, I grabbed a thing of it off the old Amazonias. But yeah, so that ruined Matt's fast.
Yeah.
41 hours wasn't bad though.
No. Like definitely there were some times that you get real hungry.
Yeah. Drink some water.
But yeah, I just found it like I would wait until I got really hungry, and then I would just chug like half a shaker bottle of water, wait a little bit. If I still felt hungry, like drink the other half, and that staged it off just fine. I did add in element packs Thursday night and Friday morning because I was just like, water was just running through me. So I was like, I should probably try to hold on to some of this water.
I enjoy the element packs.
I really dig them. They're great, especially for traveling. Like they've been fantastic. But yeah, the fast started because I had to travel the week before and last week. And last week there was like just a ton of events. I was doing some training for some like outside vendor parties and stuff like that. And so like they had lunches and dinners, and I was stuck in this building and like didn't really have an opportunity to go like get the normal food I would get. So it was just trying to piece together the weirdest fucking meals where I'm like, all right, there's still some yogurt from this morning. So if I have yogurt, it's got some granola in it. I can have 3/4 a scoop of protein. And if I have 2/3 of this bar, that gets me what I need for this meal. So it was just like weird fucking meals like that all week long. And my guts were like, fuck this.
You guys sell something like Element, right?
Yeah, we have the hydrate packs. They're awesome. Core hydrate packs are amazing.
Yeah.
They have a really good blend. They got everything in them. They have the B12 that is actually usable instead of
Right.
the shitty B12 they put in like the.
Isn't that what they have in?
It's probably the shitty
Monster?
B12 in those too.
Monster would never lie. It's a Coca-Cola product. Okay.
No.
I mean, they put cocaine in Coca-Cola back in the day.
Yeah.
So,
The good old days.
what a genius idea.
Yeah.
What better way to get somebody hooked on your drink? Just put cocaine in it.
Yeah.
So energetic. That was the original energy drink, and people didn't even know it. But yeah, Matt's made it through. He's going to finish 75 hard, it looks like, this time.
Yeah. It's got 17 days.
17 days left.
Ends on my birthday.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. Happy birthday to me.
Yeah, we'll be busy that day celebrating
Yep.
Matt's 75 hard.
I'll be sure to send you my final nude.
Perfect.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm still just doing some jumping things.
Are you?
I am.
Good.
I am.
Super accusatory. Are you? I mean,
Well,
good job.
He's been talking shit. I just had to throw something in there.
I am. And I'm down a training partner right now. They had their baby, so I'm down a training partner for a little bit.
How selfish.
I know. The fuck.
Babies.
Yeah, like she went in Tuesday. They didn't have it till Wednesday evening. We usually jump on Wednesday. I don't know why he didn't come.
Right?
Yeah.
She was in labor. She wasn't having the kid until like later on. We could have totally got our fucking workouts in. I mean, what are you going to do at the hospital? But no, it was long, but they ended up having a baby and it's healthy, so that's cool.
That is good.
Good for them. Not for me, but good for them.
Yeah.
Not trying to be selfish here, but okay. Like,
Have you hit 40 yet? Or what were you trying to get to?
I haven't been going for height. I've been doing some like reactive jumps. Like, I've taken like the crash pads for the logs and set them on end and just bounding over those like reactive jumps. Just basically jumping out of the gym, explosiveness.
Yeah. What I think of you when I think of Brett, I think explosiveness.
Well, it's like when I hear Tanner talk about jumping, I usually take about like a foot and a half off of what he says.
Hey, I told you that I sent you the video. I have a 54-inch box jump. That was recorded.
We're talking about your broad jump.
Yeah, I was just off. But I admitted it.
Later.
Well, I wasn't trying to lie.
No one tries to lie.
No, plenty of people try and lie.
I know.
That's a fucking lie. That's a lie right there.
I tried.
What do you bench? 315? Oh, let's go do it. It's like
I got the
225.
shoulder thing. Yeah.
No, I did in college.
Yeah.
I don't currently.
Yeah.
I did in college.
It is
Smith
amazing how
machine.
strong these people were in high school. I bench like 445 in high school, but like I can only do like 215.
Right. I was
Yeah.
like,
Really?
no.
Well,
Wow.
it's because they always ask you how much you bench, and they want you to say first.
Yeah.
So then they can be like, "Oh yeah, no, I'm like right around there,"
Yeah.
instead of saying, "Oh, what do you bench?" You tell me first.
And it's stupid because we all know that bench isn't the king of all lifts, but it is the one thing everyone asks.
Right.
What's your bench?
It's the king of conversation.
It is.
Yeah, I mean deadlift is obviously the king,
Yeah.
but it's whatever. To each their own. But hopefully people are still out there training, chasing goals. I mean, if you're doing 75 hard, stay with it.
I don't know what I'm going to do after 75 hard.
Get drunk. We already talked about that.
Yeah, but that'll take like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll do like a ruck and then just have a couple glasses, but fucking out.
But you did say you're going to keep rocking after 75
I'm going to keep
hard.
rucking there. Yeah.
Just not as much.
Yeah. I mean, most I need to let, like, my right foot has become beat to shit. Like, my big toe is just a giant fucking blister. And there's this, like, weird callus on the outside of my right foot.
Yep.
That's just, like, rock hard and hurts all the time. Like, I got a little callus shaver. And so this morning I'm, like, fucking sanding it down.
And then I had like this, like outside of my right knee, like this weird, like tendon pain. Yeah. And I was like, it's probably fine.
Yeah. I'm not there yet. But, yeah, like, my right foot is in rough shape right now.
You haven't been rocking though, have you?
No, I was heavy for pretty, good distance.
Yeah.
A lot of hills.
Yeah, but I'll definitely keep it in. I think I've been lifting 6 days a week just because it made the workouts easier.
Brett's such a fucking dick. He's just a dick.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't have to.
It's your eyes.
Yeah.
Your eyes spoke.
Yeah. They're a good judge of character.
So I was telling you guys that just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Yeah.
So we got a freezer because we're loading up on meat and doing some things. So had it delivered, and our kind of like stock.
Not very self-reliant.
Huh?
Getting it delivered. Why don't you go pick it up? Be more self-reliant.
Well, I went and bought it. And they're like,
Oh, you probably didn't have Nicole's truck with you to load it up though, did
no,
you?
we did. We did.
Oh.
But first off, the Brisket Furniture Mart is a pain in the ass to go pick something up at. Like, you have to fucking
True.
drive and wait. It's like, you know what? They're like, hey, we deliver for free. We can be out there on Tuesday. I'm like, sweet.
Done.
Bring it. Deliver on Tuesday. See you then. But we had
I
this
unloaded my freezer by myself out of my truck.
well, they weigh 5 fucking pounds, so whoop-de-doo.
Why didn't you unload it then? Why didn't you go get it? That's what I did.
Because
Self-reliant. I have my own appliance cart, and I picked it up in my own pickup, not Amber's pickup, my pickup. And then I unloaded it into my garage. I put the casters on it, stood it up, all by myself.
well, when they said,
But go on with your story. I'm sure it's way more reliant.
so we have all of our extra food. So I have like 9,000 pounds of flour and freaking canned goods and all this shit on this metal rack. And I was like, I'm just going to go move this thing. So I just like went to pick it up without taking anything off because, you know,
Why not?
slide it over. And I got moving and like, boom. I'm like, oh, there's some glass on there. So I have a jar of peaches now on the ground. So I'm fucking cleaning up the peaches. Nicole's like, what happened? I'm like, don't worry about it. No big deal. and then I go to like, I just accidentally bump into it. And off the front goes like a whole like glass jar of lemon juice, like the Costco size. She's like, what the fuck is going on down there? I'm like, well, like what had happened was.
Why do you have so much glass?
Did she come out and move the shelf by herself?
No, I ended up just picking up and moving it after all the glass had fallen off and broke.
That's why I was holding you back.
And then she's like down there, like I'm like, I got this. She's like, oh no, you do not obviously have this. So yeah, so it took like what could have essentially been like a 2-minute project because the shelf just moved. I moved the shelf just fine. I just failed to.
Was it on a concrete floor?
It was.
And it makes the most terrible screeching noise when you drag a shelf across a floor.
Yeah.
Do you remember we moved that shelf in here? Mm-hmm. Oh, man, it was bad.
I was pretty impressed with the durability of the shelf, though, with all that weight on there. It's just like, it's like 4 shelves of canned goods, 5-gallon drums of flour, all the extra bags of flour, like bags of rice, like all kinds of shit. Like, I'm surprised it held up, really. But
I picked up a pretty solid one from Menards last year for my garage.
yeah.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
The only hard part is a lot of the newer garages, the floors are sloped in them for drainage, so it's weird with the shelf.
Yeah.
Like I have a workbench toolbox thing Amber got me a few years ago, and I have to like bungee the drawer shut because there's just enough slope that the drawers will just like slowly come open right there. I'm like, oh, that's not that handy though.
But we bought this freezer. Like, I ended up getting like one that was a little bit cheaper because it had metal shelves. They put freaking glass shelves in upright freezers. Like, what the fuck is the point of that?
I'd be afraid it'd break.
That's what like, okay, first off, like I may drop something or toss something.
Right.
And everything's frozen fucking rock hard. And you know it's tempered glass. So like it's just going to turn into fucking BBs.
So you got an upright?
Yeah.
What kind did you get?
Frigidaire. They're all made by the same people though. There's like one company that makes all of
because I got that Gladiator.
Yeah. Gladiator's actually not made. Gladiator's its own thing. That's like a nicer one. They're made for garages and shit. But almost every brand, if you just get an upright or a chest freezer, they're all made by the same company. They just change names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was strictly about the Gladiator because it looks cool, but it also has big casters.
Yeah.
You have to move it around your garage, and the foot pedal is handy. I told you that. It's got a foot pedal. It kicks the door open.
The Gladiator refrigerator, like the garage refrigerator, it's like if you want a refrigerator in your garage, like you should get a Gladiator because it's going to work. It's going to work way better. It's made for it.
Yeah.
So I have a refrigerator and freezer in the garage and a refrigerator and freezer in the basement.
I have a refrigerator in my basement that has 0 things in it.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, it's a Frigidaire, I believe.
Yeah.
I paid extra because it has this cool thing you can slide the lips of your cans in, so they're like elevated off the shelf. I paid extra for that, and I don't use it. It looks cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I put a turkey in it one time while I was in a brine.
That's important.
But I put it on, and it had glass shelves, and that glass shelf had a bit of a bow to it.
Yeah, I don't like I understand glass shelves in your like the one in your kitchen. But glass shelves, like for your garage, or like the fridge, you're just like overloading and putting weight, like tons of heavy shit. Like, I don't fucking understand. Like, no, I'll take the downgrade because I just want the fucking metal wire runs that I know are not going to snap or break. This fucking plastic fucking frame on this tempered glass that says me breaking shit all over it.
Yep.
Well, yeah, based on you just moving a shelf, obviously.
Well, the problem is, it's like, like when you're strong enough to move something you shouldn't, and you can save time, because like unloading everything and moving it would have been the smart thing to do. But if I can just slide, and it would have been a lot faster in my situation, because it took me about fucking hour to clean up all this fucking liquid all over the place.
Probably smells good though.
Oh, it smelled fucking lemony fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah. Sometimes you're strong enough, but the equipment isn't strong enough.
Yep. Or like someone hands you like Nicole or someone will hand me something to open. I'm like, okay, what's supposed to happen? Like, can I just force this, or am I gonna break it?
Right.
Like, just need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else? Everybody's still doing something? I assume Chris is still running. He's got nothing else to do.
When he comes, when's he back?
I don't know. I mean, it's got to be coming up.
got,
He's got like
week-
a 4-week rotation of stuff.
Yeah,
for
like
work.
maybe like next week or the week after.
Yeah. So I asked him if he was going to be around today, and he had to work. So
I mean, he doesn't listen to the podcast.
I know.
But if that motherfucker isn't back like close to running 8-minute miles, like I don't know what he's been doing.
Right.
It's nice out. It's gonna be like 81 today.
He
Like,
wasn't
get your
at the,
freaking
he
shit.
wasn't at the business meeting either. So
Yeah. Oh, so are we both fired? And just you two left?
we were just talking. We haven't said anything. We'll probably have a meeting.
Suggestions have been passed up to management.
It's really circled through the management room, so we're really looking at stuff, weighing our options.
So the Amber.
She's a bit of a consigliere to the podcast, so just listening. But yeah, hopefully Chris will be back here one of these times.
Yeah.
But other than that, keep on keeping on. Like Joe Dirt said, life's a garden, dig it. We'll see you guys later.